streaming to Antigua today to have a chat as well as watch Nicole Dennis do a live cooking class for us. And we're so eager because we get to go to the Caribbean traveling live stream via Instagram. Isn't technology amazing?
It's fantastic.
It's great.
Today. What time is it by you right now?
It's 7 a.m. here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening to you. 5 p.m. there.
Yes. Cocktail
So
hour.
welcome everyone, and thanks for joining for another segment of my live stream culinary stories. I'm Bridget Leslie. I'm a travel broadcaster with the Travel Writers Radio Show here in Sydney, Australia. And we have a very special guest today. Nicole Dennis is famed for her cooking classes in Antigua. We get to join her in her home today in the Caribbean. Thanks, Nicole, for having us.
Oh, thank you for inviting me, for coming.
Now, just a quick reminder that all comments and questions for Nicole, please put them in the chat box and we'll be taking them and sending them over to Nicole as we go along. I'll ask her any questions you have for her. First question for yourself, Nicole. Tell us a bit about Antigua.
So we are in the British West Indies. Sorry. And we are a former colony of England, so we're a member of the Commonwealth. It has always been an English island, unlike some of the other islands that have been French or 7 times French and are now an English colony. We've always been a colony. Nelson's Dockyard is one of our national symbols, and I guess one of those things that you learned in history and you never really put 2 and 2 together, and it's here. Because whenever I think of history, I always think of it being in Europe or somewhere else, never where I am kind of thing. And, and Antigua is known for sun, sea, and sand. We have 365 beaches, 1 for every day of the year, and I think I've only been to about 10. So.
Fantastic. Now, talking about sand, sea, and sun, we're starved for the outdoors. Are you able to give us a bit of a glance outside?
Sure. Come this way. This is through my kitchen door. And
just a little bit of a connection problem there. Hold on.
Can you see?
You're going to need to go that way.
Oh.
I think it's getting a little washed out.
We're going to get a little wonky here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's getting washed out.
Oh, we appreciate the view.
We'll go on the veranda.
Okay, we'll go this way.
Yeah, no, we'll go on the veranda. It's about, 5 o'clock. Because we're so close to the equator, we have 12 hours of sun and 12 hours of darkness. And so...
aren't you lucky? That's beautiful.
So,
absolutely lovely.
So we're looking toward Dickinson Bay and Runaway Bay. And so we're on the northwestern side of the island.
So we've got a good few people who's joined today. Just saying hello to them. And just a reminder that we're watching Nicole Dennis today in Antigua. And she's just been very generous with that gorgeous view. For those of us who are starved for the outdoors right now, she's in St. John's in Antigua. Absolutely beautiful. Nicole, thanks for that.
Oh, you're welcome. And so while we went walking, I had the pot heating up.
All right. And just a reminder that we've got Nicole's recipe that she's making for us today coming up on both our Instagram accounts straight after this. So, Nicole, you appeared on Ainsley's Caribbean Kitchen, one of his episodes. Yes. And I think a good few million people got to watch that, including myself. What was the experience like?
Oh, it was actually good fun. He was easy to work with. And I am usually camera shy. And I don't know, it was just good fun. And I don't know. He asked as many questions as I had as well, kind of thing. So we were able to trade tips off camera. And
brilliant.
Yes.
To our home today. So, Nicole, what are you cooking for us today?
So we're going to be cooking pilau, which is a comfort food. growing up, that was like one of the things that we had on Sundays, where my mother would cook a huge pot of palau, and then we would all pile in the car and go to the beach for the day. And so I prepared stuff in advance. So palau is a rice dish, and it's usually cooked with a meat. Chicken is usually the meat of choice. Sometimes people use like pickled pig's tail, or sometimes they use salted beef. And in the recipe that I gave you, I said use chicken thighs, but I chopped up a whole chicken. And
All right.
so what I've done is I have it here.
So just a comment there from Lisa saying we also cook this in Trinidad.
Yes. Yeah. Each island has its own version of palau. This is my mother's version, and she's influenced by the Trinidadian version. Here in Antigua, they tend to cook more of, well, they call it seasoned rice. And so for Antigua, they have pork, chicken, and beef in theirs. And it's kind of, and the difference as well here is in Trinidad, they burn the sugar, which what we're going to do, which gives color to the rice, which would kind of like be a roux. And some people have a blonde, more of a blonde palau, and I tend to make mine a little darker. So we'll start out by burning the sugar, and my pot is actually really hot, so hopefully it'll go more. So I'm just adding vegetable oil.
Yeah.
And
Chef Moo is just making the comment that this dish is the same in the Turks and Caicos Islands as well. So Caribbean influenced all around.
yes. So it's funny because the islands are very much like siblings. We have a lot of the same things, but each island thinks their own version is the best. And so because one of the questions you were going to ask is what's the history of palau? So then I started to try and figure it out. Trinidad claims it, but then Guadeloupe, the French islands also claim palau as their own. And the difference between, I guess, like the one that I'm going to cook is like in Trinidad, they add pumpkin to theirs. And I'm using dark red kidney beans just because I prefer dark red kidney beans. But the majority of people use pigeon peas, which are, I guess, indigenous to this area. Jamaicans call them gongo beans. And so, yeah. So I'm just waiting. You might want to get here and look to see the sugar.
So welcome, Mike. Thanks for joining. And Nicole was just talking about the substitution of ingredients there. She's making chicken palau.
So I'm just waiting for the sugar to burn.
So whilst we wait for the sugar to burn, tell us about your cooking school.
Okay, so I offer cooking classes to introduce people, mostly, well, tourists, to our local and regional foods. So the classes are in the daytime usually, and we start at 11. It's about 3 or 4 hours. You come and we do a starter, a main course, and dessert. And I have 4 core classes. The most popular right now is the jerk class, where we make the jerk seasoning. Everybody gets to season half a chicken, and then we cook everything. The starter, we usually do plantain chips or dasheen chips, depending on what I can get, or coconut crisp, and we also do coconut crisp. We'll do jerk chicken, rice and beans, and depending on what the local vegetable is, and then we'll do a dessert. So Adam's talking to me and I can't focus, sorry. And then so we did jerk class, cooking with rum, because here in Antigua we make our own rum. English Harbor is our rum that we export. So we do, what do we do? We do a sweet potato soup, flank steak marinated with rum in a rum marinade, and dessert depends on, we do a butter rum cake or tiramisu. Ooh, I'm talking too much.
Rum tiramisu.
Rum tiramisu. All right. So I tend to move the pot around rather than stir the sugar because I'm trying not to preserve it. We want it to caramelize and not just burn in one spot like it's doing. And so I am going to get
That's what you get for
a
talking.
pot holder. I know I wasn't paying attention at all. I just kind of swirl it around.
So welcome to a few more people who's joined. We're gonna shout out to Adam there. Welcome to Adam, the photographer. You must
Thanks,
know.
Dean and Karen, yeah.
Alrighty.
You're doing a great job there.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna have to fire it now. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna try. So the object of the burning sugar is that it's going to add one flavor, and it's also going to add color to our dish. And so I marinated the chicken. West Indians love to season their food. The first thing we always do, and I know the health department is trying to get people away from it in the UK and the US, is we always wash our meat with an acid, which would either be vinegar or lime juice. And then this is what we're looking for.
So why do you do that?
I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of like, when you do traditional cooking, why do we do it? And that's just the way we do it, kind of thing.
Right. It's tradition.
It's just tradition, yeah. And so I'm adding the meat to brown it, but also to coat it with the sugar and to add flavor. And I'm using a really big pot so I can add all the chicken at one time. If you don't have a very wide pot, I suggest doing it in batches so that you get a good stir.
Okay, so Nicole's just said she suggests doing that in batches if you don't have a wider pot. Welcome to Kezia, who's just joined us, and also Brigitte just before that. Nice to see you. And Lisa's just making the comment there, Nicole, that she does the same thing with lemon
Yes.
to wash out the meat.
All right, so I have all the chicken in here. And I'm going to stir it as well as make sure it's coated with all the sugar that we burned. And I'm going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. So this is the color that we're looking for.
I'm going to do this without getting steam on this.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not you.
Come this way because the steam is going toward you.
Looking like a fantastic color there.
Well, it smells really good.
What does it smell like? Tell us, we're virtual.
It smells like caramel, and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Which are both my most favorite flavors. So, and it has a slightly smoky smell as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just from the bone sugar. So there's also a big debate as to the origins of Palau. For Trinidad, they say that it is the Indian influence because there are a fair amount of East Indians that were brought into the Caribbean after slavery was abolished. I'm still trying to figure out why the French claim it. But it's also some of the paella. No, the French claim it. I don't really think of, anyway. And then, but the Spanish also had a large influence in the Caribbean. And their national dish is paella. So I've always, I think it's a mashup of all the different cultures. Because the East, the Indians from the East have rice, and then they were saying that the African influence is what brought the browning of the sugar in. So, alrighty. So I'm just gonna let these cook for a few minutes. more.
So whilst we do that, shout out to Jashin who's saying that looks amazing. And we've got Terry who's joined us and a profile that's MG Ketura. Nice to see you all. Thanks for joining us. Nicole, they are definitely enjoying this cooking class, and certainly I am too.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to I did a little prep before I chopped up the onions and the peppers, but I'm going to show you. These are seasoning peppers. We use them in place of bell peppers. And so for the recipe, I call for the seasoning peppers. But if you don't have them, you can use the bell pepper. And when we're using them, these are already washed. We just take the stem off and just do a dice. We don't even take the seeds out. And these seasoning peppers are not spicy. They have the scent and the flavor of a hot pepper, but they're not hot. They have a nice, they're an aromatic. Whenever you cut open like a Scotch bonnet pepper, that scent that you get, we get that scent with the seasoning peppers, but we don't get the heat. So the chicken has been in there for 2 minutes. Because we are a little pressed for time, I'm just going to go ahead and add the onions and the peppers. And I reserve the marinade from the chicken. And we're going to go ahead and add that to the pot as well.
All right, fantastic.
So I'm going to take all of these here.
So just a reminder, you're watching Nicole Dennis, who has a cooking school in Antigua. She's famed for that cooking school. It's just fantastic. You can go onto her website, nicolestable.com, correct, Nicole, to find out more about it. And she's on Instagram as well.
Yes. Okay, so I'm adding the seasoning peppers and the onion. I already have a fair amount of garlic in here from the marinade, so I'm not going to add any more. And I'm just going to add a little more salt, just to build layers. And the marinade, and the leftover marinade, I'm also dumping it.
So you've got a comment from someone here. She's the best. Rybro81.
All right. So I'm just going to let this come together for 5 more minutes, just to let the peppers and the onions soften a little bit. And I have white rice that we've washed. This is a long grain white rice. Something comparable would be Uncle Ben's. This one I think is from St. Vincent. So I don't know. We always, back up a bit. West Indians always wash their rice. It takes off the extra starch, especially for like the long grain white rice. It's polished, so there's like a powder on there. This has been rinsed once or twice before, but I'll just do it one more time for good luck.
All right. So we're making chicken pilau here with Nicole Dennis from the Antigua. We're very fortunate today to go live stream to Nicole's home. She has a cooking class in Antigua. So as soon as we all can travel, Nicole, I bet we're going to want to come to your cooking class.
Please do. Okay, so So what I'm going to do is I've just rinsed the rice again. I'm going to put the rice into the pot. And there's a little bit of liquid in there, but I'm just going to toast it, for lack of a better description, so it picks up some of the color from the chicken and the brown sugar. So this is 2 cups. I'm trying not to use my hand.
That's all right.
And one of the things that I've also done in advance is I did the coconut milk. And so you want 2 measurements of liquid to 1 measurement of rice. So we're going to use 4 cups. I'm going to use all coconut milk. We're going to use 4 cups of coconut milk with the rice. So I'm gonna add, this is 2 cups.
So someone's just given you a shout out for your cooking class. You obviously they've attended, and they're saying that you've taught them a lot in that class. So brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right, so I'm adding dark red kidney beans, and these are just my bean of choice. You can use, I had somebody contact me that said that they're going to be cooking along, and is she allergic to kidney beans? So she's going to use lentils. But pigeon peas would be the original, not the original
choice.
What everybody else would use.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome to a few more people who's joined too.
I'm just going to turn on the blender for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So what I did was I had a dried coconut and broke it, took the coconut out, chopped it up, and stuck it in the blender with some water and processed. And I strained the first batch, and I'm just going to do this again one more time. All right, so our liquid is in. And I'm going to speed. We have it on. Using my hands, sorry. All right, so I'm just going to mix it that there's nothing stuck. And I forgot my thyme. I went into the garden and picked thyme. So I'm just going to give
yes,
it a
your
quick
herb
rinse.
garden.
Yes. So West Indians.
Do you want me to show the herb garden?
We do not pick the leaves off the thyme. We throw it in like that. And then right before we serve it, we'll pull the twigs out. So we're going to just have this cook for 20 minutes. And then do you want to go front door to go look at the garden?
Yeah, well, let's have a look at the herb garden.
No, we can't get too far away, but you can go over there.
Well,
I don't know when the signal will start getting.
oh
no,
So this is Chicken Pelau that Nicole Dennis has made for us. She has a cooking school in Antigua. And as soon as we're all out of quarantine, I bet a good few of us are going to want to check her out. Her website is nicolestable.com.